Hi everybody, this is Campi and Kurt.
Hello and welcome to Let's Go Campin' with Mount Comfort RV. I'm your host Kurt Hunt, and whether you've been camping all your life or you're sitting at home dreaming about embracing the outdoor lifestyle, you'll want to settle in and stay with us for this edition of Let's Go Campin'. In our Exploring Indiana segment, we'll take the Hells Point Challenge. Then Kevin Kemp will school us on camping with your canine friends, and we'll explore Prophetstown Village, one of the real gems in the Indiana State Park system. And then we'll tour a Holiday House travel trailer. Just wait till you see this throwback camper. So, let's go camping.
Thanks, Kurt, and welcome back, everyone, for Let's Go Camping. This is Hallmark Home Mortgage Television. Brock, Chris, and Kyle with you again, and today we did a pretty awesome hike in northern Indiana, right?
We did. A lot of fun.
Yeah, so we were at Pokagon State Park and we did the Hells Point Challenge. How many points was on this thing?
There's 6 points, and man, I'll tell you what, some of them are pretty challenging, but the views, amazing. Check it out. Hey everybody, this is Chris, Kyle, and Brock from HHM TV, and today we are at a very special place up in northern Indiana. Brock, tell us all about it.
We're at Pokagon State Park, and today, Kyle, what are we doing?
We were doing the Hells Point Challenge 8-mile hike.
That's right, the Hells Point Challenge. It's a 6-stop along the hike. If you complete this, take a picture of every stop. They're going to give you a free souvenir here up at Pokagon State Park. Come along, join us for the hike.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Lost track of the forest through the trees, forgot what I was chasing. Spent so many nights living out at sea that my heart is gone vacant.
We hit our first stop after the Nature Center on the Hells Point Challenge.
It's the County Road Bridge.
It's the historic bridge. We got a lot of hiking ahead. Let's keep going.
Not gonna wait till the morning, because something's gonna change my mind. I don't wanna change my mind. Oh, I wanna stay right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life.
All right, folks, here we are on our third stop. Brock, this spring shelter's pretty cool, huh?
It is. There's a natural spring here. Normally you can fill up your water bottles here, but we march on. Where we head next?
We're going to the Wetland View. Let's go.
For the good life.
Now we are at the Wetland View. Brock, what do you think about the view and the wildlife?
It's a pretty great looking landscape here. It's changing up quite a bit, but I think our next stop, we're gonna go up in elevation a little bit. Where are we going?
Hey, we're taking it all the way to Hells Point. Let's go.
All right, guys, so we made it to Hells Point. This is the lookout. This is also the second highest elevation within Steuben County, the highest within Pokagon State Park. Where are we going next?
Well, we got 2 spots left. The next one up is Ccc Dam, so go ahead and move it.
Let's do it. Well, we just walked past the dam and we couldn't find it.
No, we never saw it from the trail. We know we walked past it, but
Yeah, man, that was a damn shame.
Oh, I wanna stay right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life. Oh, come on, turn your hate into poetry, pain into power, enemies to friends, and your minutes into hours. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life.
All right, guys, so we're at the last stop,
Made
Lake
it,
Lani
man.
Da.
Yeah, very nice.
Here we are.
Beautiful.
We have completed the Hells Point Challenge, nearly 8 miles here at beautiful Pokagon State Park. What do you think?
I feel like I have just climbed the Everest of my endeavors as a hiker.
How about you?
I thought it was great. This is definitely my favorite spot, so it's a great way to end it. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, this is a great spot, Northeast Indiana. Very easy to get to. Again, a lot of fun for free. Come check it out. That's gonna do it for another episode of HHM TV. For Chris and Kyle, I'm Brock. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. So there you have it, the Hells Point Challenge at Pokagon State Park. You're gonna wanna check that out. It's an 8-mile hike, so you're gonna
8.1, Brock.
there you go, 8.1. You're gonna burn the legs a little bit, but hey, it's always great to get out and explore Indiana. On behalf of Let's Go Campin', this is Hallmark Home Mortgage Television. We'll see you in the next episode.
Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Kemp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. So I love camping with my dog Ellie, and if you camp with your dog, I have a tip for you to hopefully make your camping trips with your dog better. So the first thing that we do when we get to a new campsite is we take Ellie for a walk. And the reason we do that is because, number one, she needs to get energy out. She's a bird dog, she's a sporting breed, and she just needs exercise in order for her to be better behaved. And so we know that being on a long car ride, getting her out and getting her some exercise is a really good thing for her. You know what they say, a tired dog is a good dog. The second reason we do that is it acclimates her to her surroundings. So she kind of knows where she is. She's able to smell things and do all those things that we don't really understand, but dogs seem to need to do. And then that helps her be more comfortable at the campground. She's probably aware of the other dogs that are here because of the smells and things like that from her walk. And so she's able to be more calm at the campground while we're setting up or while we're cooking dinner or whatever it is that we're doing on setup day. She's much more calm after she's gone for a walk. So if you are camping with your dog, take him or her for a walk as soon as you can. I think it'll make for a better camping experience for you and for your furry friend. For Let's Go Campin', I'm Kevin Kemp with Kemp Outside.
At Hallmark Home Mortgage, it's not all about a mortgage. It's about a moment, the moment you find your new home. And we're here to guide you through all of it, every step, because our purpose, our existence, does not revolve around a stack of paperwork. It's about you, your family, and the communities we serve. Hallmark Home Mortgage is here to help you whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance. Let Hallmark bring you home. Experience the Hallmark difference at Hallmark Home Mortgage.
Does the thought of driving a 40-foot motorhome make your hands sweat? Well, most people find that it's much easier than it might seem. Here's Campi with Chris Anderson of Mount Comfort RV to show us just how easy it is.
Hi everyone, Chris Anderson with Mount Comfort RV. I'm here with my friend Campi. We just found out she has never ridden in a motorhome.
Never ever.
I get the honor of taking her for her first ride in a motorhome. We're going to do it in a 40-foot long. We're not going easy. We're going 40 feet long. That's almost as big as they come. 40 feet long. It's almost 13 feet tall. It's a little over 8 feet wide. This is a big bus. And my job today is to show you how easy that they are to drive.
Okay.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. So, do my feet just dangle over the stairs here?
Great question. I'm glad you asked. No, if you look over there to your right, you're going to see a little switch that says step cover on it. Rock that forward and hold on to it and watch this.
Oh, wow.
That's going to come
That
all the
feels-
way out and then up.
That feels a bit safer.
And you can even stand on that. That's just more floor for you to put your feet on.
Perfect. Thanks.
Driving a Class A motorhome. This is one of the questions we get most often. People are just intimidated by this. And a lot of times people don't want to admit that they're intimidated by it. Yeah, they want to, I've got this, but deep down inside they're scared, and it keeps them from buying something like this. Or a lot of times what's worse is when they buy something too small because they were more comfortable at the looks of that one, when really what they needed for how they wanted to RV was something more like this. So I tell people all the time, one of the easiest things of my job is just getting people comfortable doing this, and it's easier than everybody thinks. We've all been driving since we were teenagers. This is 90% the same thing. It's 10% different. And that 10% is a very important 10%, but we have to remember that we're taller, but that's easy. I mean, you're obviously not going to take this through a drive-through or through a parking garage. So you have to remember that you're longer, but really the length is pretty easy because you just take your turns a little bit differently, but we'll get into that. The hardest part to me is the width, because if we were sitting in, you know, a regular passenger vehicle, we wouldn't be this far apart. You know, there's a lot of space here between us, and so getting used to that width is the hardest part. Usually what people tend to do is that they drive it kind of where they drive their car in relation to the center line of the road, which puts them kind of over the white line over here. So I always take them on test drives that don't involve mailboxes really close to the road on the first drive until they get used to it. So first things first, these are a little bit different from a transmission point of view. You don't have a traditional shifter. I've got a push button. Well, they used to be push button shifters. Now it's just a little dial over here, and it just says reverse, neutral, and drive. So you roll it forward into drive, and then you release your air brakes, and this bus is ready to roll.
What are air brakes exactly?
Okay, so air brakes are the safest brakes in the world. Our cars normally obviously don't weigh as much as this, so they use hydraulic brakes. Air brakes are what all the over-the-road semi-trucks use. When you hear, you know, you're driving and you hear the truck, psh, well, that's their air brakes releasing, and they are the best if you ever needed to stop something quickly. That is the very best way to do it, and they're very safe because if the system ever lost air pressure, it would simply come to a stop.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
We're so high off the ground.
This is the reason people do Class A RVing. You're bringing up a very good point. We certainly have a great view here. You know, look at the panoramic all the way around us. We're surrounded by glass. You do this to see the country. And it's no fun to go see the country if you're all the time panicked about driving this. You know, you're white knuckling the wheel. And so the quicker we can get somebody comfortable with driving one of these, the more fun they're going to have. But being up high just gives you such a better perspective of everything when you're on the road.
Definitely.
Now, one of the things to get used to on a Class A motorhome is, unlike your car, they really don't have a nose to them. There's no hood or anything out. Those wiper blades you see stick out about as far as anything. So you have to get closer to things than like to that white line there for the stoplight. You have to pull up farther than you'd think. When you're making turns, you simply don't turn as soon as you normally would. You drive these a little deeper into the turns. You don't start your turn as soon. So good rule of thumb is people say, you know, wait until your hips are past whatever your intersection is there and then make your turn. And that is a pretty good rule of thumb, but every RV is different. The big thing to remember is just don't turn too soon. Wait a little longer.
Okay.
So the common mistake people make, and I take this test drive with people all the time, the common mistake people make is they'll have the RV way over here. I'm going to do it intentionally. So
RV friend.
There's another RV friend. So they'll be driving where I am now, which I'm literally driving on the white line with my right tires there. But what they're doing is they're aligning themselves in relation to this yellow line. They're aligning their body with where it would normally be, and that puts you too far over because we are wider. So the hardest thing to get used to on driving one of these is forcing yourself over a little closer to this yellow line. I'm not on it. I still have 6-8 inches between me and that yellow line, but it's a little closer than I would be in a passenger vehicle. Once you master that, the rest is easy.
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 I'm driving with
Okay.
a thumb and a finger.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good. It's like you've done this before or something.
Well, it's not my first day.
This is really nice. It's definitely a different experience than being in a car or even in a truck, SUV.
Well, certainly, and you know, one of the things you do have to watch, I always tell people, you want to have smooth acceleration, smooth braking, and smooth turns, because one thing people forget is, you know, it's all your personal stuff that are in the cabinets and in the refrigerator. I mean, you don't want that jug of orange juice to come rolling out and splatter all over the place in your beautiful rig. So everything has to be smooth. So this is no place for late breakers. The worst people to teach how to drive these are the people that just wait until the last second to brake. You really can't do that in a motorhome. Sure, it'll stop, but everything in here is going to go flying when you do that. So that I guess the good news is they learn that lesson quickly.
So when you're braking some vehicle that's this big, do you have to really start early because it's going to take you a longer time to slow down?
Definitely. That's the idea is you want to anticipate things a little more. If you're coming to a stoplight and you see it turn yellow, way back here, well, I may not start braking, but I'm at least going to take my foot off the accelerator and let the coach naturally start slowing down a little bit, even though we're a long way from that light, knowing that the odds are pretty good I'm going to have to stop when I get up there. Start the process a little further back.
Well, Chris, thank you so much for the RV test drive. My first time in the front of the RV. It was amazing.
My pleasure. Can't wait to let you drive one.
I can't wait to get behind the wheel.
Try our easy-to-use Shop by Payment tool. You set what you want to spend, and our True Payments engine will find the best matches across our entire inventory. You can even add your trade-in. You'll get customized financing for every vehicle matching your budget. You'll be amazed at what you can buy. There is no impact on your credit and no obligation to buy. Shop by Payment.
Hey guys, it's Campi. I'm standing here in front of the new 2021 Holiday House Travel Trailer. Boy, is this thing neat. With a cool retro vibe, their trademark World View wraparound window, and a great company story. You see, back in 1959, David Holmes, then president of the gift basket company Harry and David, needed a way to keep his employees busy during the company's off-season. So he decided to put his lifelong interest in travel trailers and modern design to use and began manufacturing these stylish trailers using his gift basket employees. Over the past 5 decades, multiple companies have owned the Holiday House brand, but none continued production of travel trailers. That all changed in 2017 when a team of veteran designers and engineers were assembled and the Holiday House Travel Trailer was reborn. We've got Scott Moore to show us around the Holiday House Travel Trailer today. Hi Scott, how are you?
Hi Campi, good to see you again.
Good to
We're going to take a look at the 27-foot Holiday House today. One of the things about the Holiday House that we have to separate from the other builders, obviously the little bit of history that you gave us just a minute ago, which is a big part of this product, but the other part is construction. Why it comes in so much lighter than the other campers is, one, the whole frame itself that it sits on is all aluminum. It's very strong, just as strong as steel. The difference is the other manufacturers are going to use steel framing because it's cheaper. Aluminum is much more expensive, but aluminum is much lighter. So not only do we have a frame to build this trailer on that's all aluminum, but all of our sides, floors, and roof are also all aluminum frame structure, all welded together for strength. You know, I kind of treat trailers like this a little bit like an heirloom camper. You know, I mean, this is something that's going to last you. You could pass on to your family, who could pass on to their family, just like we used to see in these old retro campers.
Oh, I love that. It makes it a little more sentimental, right?
Absolutely. One of the neat things about the Holiday House is your view of the world.
Yeah, this
window. Absolutely. Look at this view. You know, the questions that come up a lot of times, people start asking questions like, how durable is this? You know, going down the road, rocks, chips.
Right.
The materials they use here are the same types of material they would use in the combines and tractors that you're going to have out in the field, so it is a very durable type of product. On our door side here, you can see we've got an awning that extends almost the whole length of the trailer. This is a powered awning, meaning all I got to do is hit the button to run it out, hit the button to run it back in. Absolutely.
I like that convenience.
And this is also adjustable awning. So if it is a rainy day and you wanted maybe the rain to come off the back or the front, you can adjust this awning really simply so it's not all pouring off maybe in the front of your campground.
Can I try?
You sure can.
That easy. Is easy. I like it.
We've got a nice screen door. Let that breeze come in and out on the nice days like today. Nice metal step coming in and out with a little bit of grip.
good.
No slippery
slipping,
mornings.
No tripping.
You imagine coming out that cup of coffee?
I know, yeah. Those mornings are hard.
Great fit and finish, of course. Retro look with the moon rims.
Oh yeah, I love the red detail.
And they match it with the rims and the tires. Yeah, it just gives it a great look overall.
Really retro, but kind of sleek.
Absolutely. It still has that modern feel. We do have a quick connect here on the back side that ties into the 2 LP tanks up front. So anything you have that's maybe LP fired, you can get a connect and connect to this and not carry tanks around with you all the time.
Nice.
They do little rain gutters above the windows. This would have been original with Holiday House, crimped edges. So again, just like they did back in the 60s.
Wow. It does have, I just love the retro look. But
Absolutely.
But it's not old.
Right.
Not that being old is bad, but
all the modern conveniences.
Exactly.
Spare tire on the back. We have LED running lights and tail lights throughout.
Very cool. Can we take a look inside?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is so nice. This huge window with the light coming through.
Lets lots of natural light in. The other thing up front here is you do have a 6-person booth with the ability to put a 7th person here. Cards, games, dinners. But the other nice thing is this table will drop down and this will make into a bed. So you also have an extra sleeper here in the front also.
Oh, that would be nice. Waking up with this view.
You do. Also in the front half of the camper, you have hookups for television. You're going to notice the wall plugs. And I'll mention that everything in here is LED, because even though it's a retro camper, we're still going to get the modern conveniences.
Right. And this is the kitchen area?
It is. This is a nice little galley area. One of the things I'll point out about the Holiday House camper is everything in this is all solid woods. Oh, wow. There are no wrapped woods. Your stiles, your roof, your walls, these are all real hardwood panels.
That's
again,
quality.
not a wrap, not a paper, but again, all real hardwoods, just like they did it back in the day.
Oh, that's nice. I actually love this backsplash too. That silver. That
Deep bowl sink, pull-out sprayer, 3-burner cooktop, microwave.
Oh,
these are all full extension drawers, meaning they come out well past the end. So I'm not fishing around trying to get, you know what I mean?
That's the worst.
And I mean, all these, and you'll also notice when you go to close them, they're all soft close drawers.
Oh, that's nice. Safe if you've got kids coming.
Give it a good pull, it'll open.
Oh my goodness, they're really
give it a good pull.
When you're on the road.
That's exactly right. Absolutely, that's right.
Oh, that's great.
We've got refrigerator freezer on this side. It is both runoff LP gas or 110, so if you're dry camping or camping at a campground, it'll run either way. And you can see now the hallway.
This is beautiful, and all this storage.
There are tons of storage compartments throughout here. One of the biggest things that RVers are always looking for is storage, storage, storage.
Because they've got all of their things packed up.
Whether it be a weekend getaway or we're going to go 2 weeks and go to Yellowstone.
I would love to go to Yellowstone. Let's go. Okay, this is ginormous. I was not expecting this.
Lots of storage, lots of drawers, nice shower, porcelain toilet, medicine cabinet with mirror, countertop space, which you don't see a lot of in RVs.
No, I was going to say, this is really nice. This is one of the best bathrooms I think I've seen.
And again, I touch on the hardwoods. Everything is hard. Even our door into the bathroom is all hardwood.
Oh, a fan! Important. We like that in the bathroom.
To use when needed.
We like that in the bathroom, these tight spaces. That was amazing.
And now the hallway obviously leads back to the bedroom.
Okay, so 2 beds.
Yeah, this floor plan gives us a twin bed setup. The main reason is they could have put a queen back here, but if they would have put a queen in, then what ends up happening is you've got a little bit of space here on the bed and a little bit here. There'd be really no place to change.
Right.
So by doing this, not only do we have now a place to change and put your shoes on and put your pants on, but these beds, if you would measure them, will actually be a little bit wider than a queen.
Oh,
so you might get a little more surface area.
If you wanted that bigger bed, you can use the bed that's by the big window.
Absolutely. This will sleep 4 comfortably.
How do I turn on this?
Just like at home.
Oh my goodness. You can have your little reading
and that's great that you did that, because you're right. Most campers you go into, we're going to go to the light, look for the little switch. This is just like at home. I'm laying in bed, I can reach over and turn my reading light on.
That's more convenient.
Absolutely. And then again, storage above.
Well, this is really cool. Thank you so much for showing us the Holiday House Travel Trailer, Scott. I appreciate it.
Columbus, Indiana, known for its unique architecture and design, is fastly becoming known as the home to Saraland Park and Campground, one of the most attractive and active campgrounds in Indiana, featuring 350 acres of beautifully manicured grounds and over 30 indoor and outdoor activities, from fishing to golf to go-karts. Loads of fun for the entire family. Saraland is one of those campgrounds you have to visit more than once. For more information on Saraland, go to saraland.org. Saraland, you're going to love it.
We're here at the Prophetstown State Park Village today to introduce people to what this land looked like when people called this land home 200 years ago and 2,000 years ago. Prophetstown State Park was named for the native people who gathered here under the leadership of Tenskwatawa the Prophet and his brother Tecumseh. In the village, we like to showcase what the structures may have looked like. They may have been dome-shaped homes like wigwams. They may have been A-frame shaped homes like the Anishinaabe people from the north lived in. Things like the cooking hearth and the shade shelter are where people cooked food and processed nuts, twined cordage and made arrowheads. A structure like the corn crib, which was a really important building for storing corn and other foods that could have lasted them throughout the year. Another structure here at the Prophetstown Village might have been a chief's cabin, or a cabin in which leaders might have lived in. And the council house, sometimes called a longhouse, was a place where people gathered in the village for celebration and ceremony, but also for council. Meetings happened in this building, things to talk about why Prophetstown was even happening, the struggles between the tribes and the struggles between the tribes and European settlers and the early U.S. military. Tenskwatawa and Tecumseh gathered upwards of 2,000 people from 14 tribes to stand their ground and push back against European encroachment and early U.S. military. On the morning of November 7th, 1811, Tenskwatawa and the people of Prophetstown engaged William Henry Harrison at the Battle of Tippecanoe. Tenskwatawa and his forces abandoned Prophetstown, which Harrison then burned down. The resistance movement was weakened and did not recover from this loss. This battle was part of the beginning of the War of 1812. The village is a place to learn about Prophetstown and learn about the history of this land.
So that's our show for today. We hope you enjoyed your time with us. And if you've missed any of our shows, you can always catch them on our website, letsgocampin.com. And remember, please be kind to one another and call your mother today. So long, everyone.